I've been getting lots of comments from various social media platforms asking me to do a video on the cost of living here in Serbia, particularly on the food prices when it's compared to North American prices. And that's what we're going to get into today. So coming from North America or any Western culture, typically, the food prices are astronomical. The food qualities have gone down. Now, I'm not going to get into the politics of the Serbian food here. When you talk to other people from here in Serbia, a lot of them will get into how the food has declined in quality over a number of years. And I would know that regardless of who I speak to, and for myself and for the people that we've worked with, they say wherever they come from, be it Canada, United States, Australia, or other countries that are not, under EU regulations or whatever, they say the food here in Serbia is a way better quality, not to mention the dishes we have here are just out of the world. So if that's something you're interested in, is high quality and good dishes here in Serbia, or you're a foodie, Serbia is the place for you. And I did some research going through some internet sites to find different prices for Canada. So all the prices I'm going to be listing in these food items are going to be in Canadian dollars, simply because I'm Canadian. I know where to look. And so for my US and Australian viewers out there, you're going to have to do the conversion rates. And I did go do a bunch of shopping recently here in Serbia, and so we're going to cover some alcohol, we're going to cover some meat, we're going to cover some dairy, we're going to cover some fruits and vegetables as well, and your basic needs that you would typically need for living here in Serbia. Now, I did not get into any laundry detergents, any soaps, any of that stuff. We could always get into that in a future video here, and if that's something of interest for you, feel free to leave a comment in the comments of this video and let me know what exactly you want me to do a video on. And thanks to all the viewers who have commented in the past videos asking me to do some videos on certain topics. I will be getting to those very shortly. But without holding you up any further on this video, let's get into the prices of food here in Serbia. So first and foremost is I was able to go and pick up a beef rump roast here in Serbia. And I know a lot of my Canadian viewers and the Canadians that we've spoken to that have relocated here to Serbia, and we've helped relocate to Serbia. And if that's something that you're looking to do, feel free to reach out to us at relocationserbia.com. They have mentioned that the price of beef has completely skyrocketed in North America, particularly Canada. And regardless of where you go, to any grocery store, you're looking at astronomical prices, and they're not grass-fed, pasture-raised, all that stuff. And the thing here in Serbia is that majority of it is. And so I was able to go and pick up 3 kilograms of beef rump roast in Serbia here for 4,340 dinars. And the beautiful thing that you'll notice here in Serbia, if you're going to pick it up at a store, or even some of the butchers here, they have it packaged with the kill date on the packaging, the package date, which is usually the next day after the kill date, and what it's good for. And typically the meat here that I've been seeing, especially the beef, because I eat a lot of beef, is it's only good for 1 week, whereas in Canada you'll see 30 days typically on beef, and you wonder what they're pumping it up with. So that 4,340 dinars is equivalent to 56 Canadian dollars. Now, I did use the current rate at the exchanges here in Serbia, which is 78 dinars per 1 Canadian dollar. So if you're going to be looking at this in the future and the prices or the exchange rate has changed, don't hold me out to dry on that. That's just a current date that I did it today. Now, I did some research. I went to Walmart and found that you can get 1.4 kilos of beef there, of beef rump roast, for $30.46. And if you were to get that same 3.6 kilograms of beef at Walmart, you're looking at $78. So you're looking at almost a $20 difference on just a rump roast. Now, I did go get a bottle of red wine as well. It's called Bear's Blood here in Serbia, and I was able to pay 300 dinars for a liter of wine, and that was equivalent to $3.85 for that bottle. I know in Ontario, from where I'm from, you have the LCBO there, and so the LCBO, I don't think you can find any bottle of wine that is $3.85 Canadian for a liter. So I didn't even look at any other competitions because I just know that I've never seen it there. The cheapest I believe you can find is an Australian wine that is like $10, maybe $9. I don't know. It's been a number of years since I've gone shopping in Canada, so I can't really remember what it was, and it's probably gone up as well. I did go also buy a bottle of 0.7 liters of Grant's whiskey. That was 1,649 dinars, which is an equivalent of $21.14 Canadian. Now, that same bottle of Grant's whiskey at the LCBO in Ontario, you're looking at $32.95 Canadian, and that was on sale with a $2 discount on there. So you're technically looking at $34.95. Now, I went over and I picked up a bottle of Coca-Cola. One thing is, I don't use Coca-Cola for actually drinking. I use it as a cleaner here around the house. It's great for chrome. It's great for caked on stuff. It's great for a number of hard water stains as well. And so that's what I bought it for. That 2-liter bottle of Coca-Cola was 166 dinars, which is an equivalent to $2.13 Canadian. At Walmart, I was able to find that same 2-liter bottle for $2.47. So not much of a difference there, but still cheaper. And as I like to say, you save money anywhere you can, and it all adds up in the end. Now, one thing that I did find that was more expensive here in Serbia than it is in Canada is horseradish. I love my horseradish on my steak, and so I picked up 350 grams of horseradish here in Serbia. That was 331 dinars, which was equal to $4.24 Canadian. At Food Basics, I was able to find that same size of horseradish for $3.50 Canadian. Butter unsalted, that is another thing that is more expensive here in Serbia. However, butter is something that I find that is a necessity to me. It's really good for you as an individual. It's healthy fats. And so 250 grams of butter here in Serbia was, and this is the top quality of butter. I don't buy the cheap stuff. I was able to get that for 327 dinars, which was an equivalent of $4.19 Canadian, and that at Food Basics is $3.30. Another thing is an aloe vera drink that we have here. It's under one of those healthy food items. For a small can of that, it's 139 dinars, where that is $1.78 Canadian. And that same bottle or same can in Canada at Walmart is $2.83. Baking chocolate, I was able to pick up 200 grams of baking chocolate. That was 373 dinars and $4.78 Canadian, where at Walmart baking chocolate was 113 grams for $3.27. So if you look at that, that's probably about the same range when it comes to baking chocolate. I was able to pick up some wafers that I eat on my cheat meals. I was able to pick up 80 grams of wafers for 90 dinars. That is $1.15 Canadians. And at Walmart, 50 grams of those same wafers are $1.68 Canadian. Lemons, which I did not pick up at a grocery store. I picked those up at the farmer's market. I was able to pick up the lemons, 5 lemons for 284 dinars, which is $3.64 Canadian. That same lemon at 5 lemons is $3.65 at Walmart. Now, I'm not sure where Walmart imports their produce from, so that's another thing to look at. Feta cheese that we are able to get here in Serbia. I was able to, this one really blew me out of the water here. I was able to pick up half a kilo of Feta cheese, which is 17 ounces, for 367 dinars, which is an equivalent of $4.70 Canadian. But I was at Walmart, you can pick up only 6 ounces, so less than half, for $4.27. Okay, for 6 ounces, where here in Serbia, I was able to pick up 17 ounces for $4.07. And again, I'm not sure where the quality and where they're getting these products from at Walmart. Walmart, I don't trust ever getting any food there. For the most part, when I was in Canada, I always got my meat at a butcher. Went to the farmer's market as much as possible. Even at the farmer's market in Canada, you as you're shopping around, you look at the boxes in behind the trucks, and they're the same boxes that you see at the grocery stores. And so it makes you wonder, are they actually from the farmer themselves? Now, I was able to pick up 30 organic free-range eggs here. And when they crack the eggs here, they're actually orange. You can see that the rooster's been around because it's been fertilized. Unlike in Canada, that the eggs typically, when you buy them from a store, they are yellow yolk. They're not fertilized, and so it tells you that they are not free range. They're not actually outside eating things off the ground, eating bugs. So for 30 eggs, I was able to pay 600 dinars, which is an equivalent of $7.69. And for those same 30 eggs at Walmart, I would be paying $11.94 for 30 eggs. And I did look free range, whatever you want to call them, cage-free at Walmart. Again, I'm a little suspect on that. Greek yogurt, this one also completely amazing in price here in Serbia. I was able to pick up 700 grams of Greek yogurt here for 198 dinars, which is $2.54 at Walmart. I was able to pick up, 16 ounces at $3.84, which is, I believe, the equivalent to 700 grams. A loaf of bread here in Serbia, just regular white bread that you actually pick up at a pekara, which is a bakery here in Serbia. You pay 90 dinars, which is equivalent to $1.15 in Canada. At Walmart, you're paying $1.48. And I know the bread at Walmart is not fresh; it's prepackaged. The bread here is gone like in 3 days. It's already not good to eat. Where at Walmart, you buy that stuff there and it lasts for weeks. Grapes, organic, with seeds. Now, the one thing I could not find in Walmart was with seeds. So they're all seedless grapes, and that tells me they're not organic, because organic grapes that are not played with, like GMO, genetically modified, they should have seeds in them. But us in Canada, we love to not deal with seeds. We have seedless watermelons. We have seedless cantaloupes. We just don't want to deal with seeds. And so in Canada, a lot of things are GMO. And so we think that they're healthy. But what did they actually do to do that to that fruit or that vegetable to make them seedless? So I was able to pick up 1 kilogram of organic grapes here in Serbia for 230 dinars, which is an equal of $2.95 Canadian. At Walmart for seedless grapes, they are $2.25 for a pound. And so if you know your math, you know that I'm almost getting double organic grapes here in Serbia for the same price. Actually, yeah, for the same price as you would be getting for 1 pound in Canada. So now, like I've said, the food in Canada is completely different than in Serbia. One reason, and I'm going to explain this to the people here in Serbia, is that even though that you might say that the food here has changed in quality over the years in Serbia, Serbia's food, wherever it comes from, is coming in from EU regulations, which is a lot stricter than what we have in Canada and the United States. A lot of the products and the preservatives and the processes that are done in North America to the food are actually illegal to be done under EU regulations. And so regardless of how you look at it, the food here in Serbia is still a lot healthier. You don't see the obesity crisis like you see in Canada simply because of the food here is that much better. And so I hope that I was able to give you a little bit of a broad spectrum of what the food prices are here in Serbia, as well as you have to come here and try the food for yourself to make the educated decision and to taste the difference from what the food is in your country, such as Canada, United States, Australia, and here in Serbia, and you be your own judge. I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you on the next one.